Alright, in this part of the course, let's talk about creating your logo. So essentially your logo represents your brand. So you want to first think about what your brand is going to be about. For example, I call myself Sarah Finance since my brand's all about like business and finance. So really try to think about what you want your brand to be about so you can think of a brand name. Whether you want to show your face in your content or you don't want to show your face, obviously you're still going to need a brand name. You can add your name in your brand if you want, or you can just keep it more general, like, business or travel bloggers, like, you know what I mean? You can really do whatever you want. But once you kind of figured out what you want your brand name to be, what I recommend is you go to Kittl. So come back to the course here where it says Kittl, click on this link and you'll be able to use Kittl for free to design your logo. All right, so I'm now in my Kittl account. So you want to click here on new project. Now change this to 800 by 200. So it should look like this. Click create. Okay, perfect. Now we got this right here. Now click on Kittl AI and click here on logo generator. So basically you could have AI create a logo, or you could just use one of these logos here if you like one of them. So I just said create a logo that says Sarah Business. So let's just see what it does for us. I mean, these aren't too bad, but you're only going to need text here. So if we do use this, it kind of actually ruins the template. So I don't recommend using this to create your logo. So I'm just going to put that back and click here on text. So I just recommend finding a nice font here that you actually like. I'm going to look through and see if I like any fonts. So here on titles, let's see what they got. So I didn't really see much here. So I just clicked on add headline, and then now I'm just going to pick the font that I want for my logo. So look through the fonts, see if you potentially like anything. I like this one right here, and my logo is just going to be Sarah Business, so I'm going to add that. Here's the logo, very simple. It's going to expand it now so that it fits the entire page. So definitely you want to make sure your logo is fully on the page. All right, so this is my logo. I know it's extremely simple, but you can keep it simple. You don't have to do anything crazy. If you want to go all out with it and like use a cool font, then you definitely can. But I've seen a lot of websites and they usually keep it simple. So now when you're done, click download, and here in this section, change it to 1000, and then remove background, and then click optimize quality and try to save it as a SVG. All right, once it's downloaded, come back to Shopify, click on the settings section, and you should see the logo here on top. So now you can just put that downloaded image here. So right here, I'm gonna place it. Okay, perfect, there it is. And you can actually play around with the size of the logo. You can make it smaller, bigger, but I would say, try to make it a decent size. Something like this should be good. It doesn't look as great on the phone, but we will fix that, so don't worry. So click save. Where it says favicon, you're gonna need to have a favicon. If you're not sure what that is, it's literally this image right here that you see on every web page. So you're gonna need to make it. So use the colors on your Shopify store for the favicon. So click here, colors, and let's get this color right here. Okay, so come back to Kittl, exit out here, click new project, just keep it on standard. All right, so honestly, for your favicon, one thing I just recommend is, take the letters of your brand name and just use the first letters. So for Sarah Business, I just put the letters SB for my favicon. So click text, add headline. I'm going to use the same font that I used for my logo. All right, so just gonna put SB here. All right, just like that. Now make it as big as possible. So this looks like a pretty good size. Now search for elements here, and you wanna add something in the background, maybe like a circle like that. Now make this quite large, so it kind of covers the SB here. And you can make it whatever color you want. I'm gonna make it black, then send to back. All right, it looks like that. So I think that looks pretty good, but I don't actually like the black. I'm going to change it to white. Okay, perfect. Now you probably don't understand why we need to add this, but you'll see after. So click download. All right, change this to 1000. Remove background, optimize quality, and you can make this SVG, then click download. All right, now back to Shopify, and we're gonna go here to the logo section, favicon. Let's see if we can upload it. Okay, perfect. So that's how it looks. I think it looks pretty good, solid. Let's save it now. All right, so you got your brand name now, which is essentially your logo. Now, the next step is just to customize our website a little bit, maybe make a few tweaks. So I'll show you how to do that in the next part of the course.